Alright, so I just put up for Requiem. There's a saying, it's called put up your dukes, right? And one of the guys, the nice guys, or my nice guys, or my nice cousins, I don't know, they're like, put up your dukes, like this is what we do, right? The fighting Irish, right? Yeah, something like that. So you put up your dukes, right? It's in Tedesco, I think we call it fisticuff. Right, yeah, well, because you all in, like, something special territory, like my outlaws, right? They're like my Bailey folk outside the castle walls. They're like, put up your dukes, right? Yeah, okay, because they're like page turners, right? And then I got the guys inside, and they're like, okay, it's fisticuffs. I don't want to get my hands all dirty, like all my good clothing. Yeah, right, I know. Some things never fucking changed, asshole. I got the world breaking, and you're sitting here going, well, is it as... It's like, I'll just pretend like I don't fucking know anything like the rest of y'all. I mean, and that you're actually doing something in my benefit. So now if I put up my dukes, because I really don't feel like going toe to toe with any of y'all. I don't feel like going, like, hitting anybody in the jaw. That's reserved for the good Hitler who has, like, the porcelain skin, right? Restore honor to his name, thank you. All right, so here's the thing. If I'm in the Fighting Irish Club of Quiet Page Turner, they don't know fisticuff term. They don't know that when you say feeble-minded and feral cat in backgammon and in quiet closed door family events and affairs, where I'm the first queen, I'll be the last if it doesn't fucking go in my favor. That's it. Since I think it was Edward the Eighth, he wasn't gonna have children, I believe, because of whatever his 7+7 thing did. Right, yeah, and we don't ask questions. I just got numbers. I'm good. Right. Okay. So now he appointed a first queen, and then some lady appointed herself as a backup. I think you all get, like, he was a king, wasn't he? Like, don't you get, like, a nomination of some sort? Great, okay. Where are the private chamber papers on that? Like, how do you get a hold of that? We need to read, like, what happened. I'm just curious. Right, because here's the thing. My Uncle Edward looks akin to the genetic, I mean, like, he doesn't look that similar to Edward the Eighth, but he is definitely along the family lineage. Now, his son, so my godfather is Edward Gunder, in whatever the hell year he was born after Carol, but before my mom. He had a son named Edward, and then I guess it was Junior. He's not a good looking man, not on any scale of I find Irish. He ain't even a page turner. It's like, no. He doesn't even look like he belongs in the Bailey. Just saying. So now that we got that cleared up, okay, so putting up your dukes, right? I got dukes of hazards. I got dukes of haphazards. I got dukes, the university does some kind of Masonic Quaker estate work of state research. It has a number of 1838, which is mine, and Alexander's number. I think Edward knew that for Requiem. My son Alexander is a 7 genetic, and he will be a +8. I am a 8, and I'm tuned for +7, which is why I wanted to be with Hitler in the first place. So my face didn't get tuned up looking like, well, like he's whatever. I wasn't born this masculine looking, but this is what occurred in this broken science project of you assholes, giving the enemy like feeble-minded and feral cat equipment that they don't belong in. For stupid put up your dukes, backgammon, whatever. Why are you playing Chinese checkers with a 5,000-year-old backgammon that was strictly fighting Irish page turners between the Bailey and the inside castle guys at fisticuffs? Hello, McFly. Alright, okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's think about this. All right, so I put up there. Oh, right. Okay, so my cousin Brian, Brian, I only have one of those. Gunder. That's Clifford. My grandfather's name was Clifford Senior. Edward Senior, being Clifford's son, first son, after Carol, before my mother. That lineage, right? Okay. So we put that Edward out of the way. Now I got my grandfather Clifford Senior, who then had as one of his last sons Clifford Junior. I don't know if they went by Senior Junior. I don't think so. But being real specific, specificity counts in feeble cat, fighting Irish, whatever. So now we got. Let's think about this. So Clifford, right, him and Shelley, they had 5 kids, so he was a 7. He took Shelley as his +8. They had 5 children. Their first son was a 7 + 7. Their second son is Brian, Brian. Visually, he looks akin and close to Edward VIII. However, Brian is a 7, and he would like to find a +8, but there ain't any of those around New York City. He hasn't had a very good time of trying to find anything worth it. And then, let's think about this. Then they got Megan. She got a big mouth, and I really don't particularly care for her talking behind everybody's back, but is Yetica being what it is in the pre-programmed on a computer by some asshole somewhere just to make her look bad? So that's salt water accounting for sodium, whatever. And then I got James, who is a really handsome looking gentleman, but I didn't grow up around James or Nikki. That's the last one, because after Cliffy died, my superhero, when I was little, before Megan, before James, and before Nikki came along, I was Cliffy's favorite girl, whatever. Well, Shelley was always his favorite, right? But I was his favorite little Soviet Nazi girl, right? Not to get confused with the redhead, crazy Polish lady that he was totally head over heels in love with. He wanted God to know that he never wants to leave Shelley. They were perfect for each other. He said, if I come back like you say I am, he says, I want whatever Shelley, whatever that instrument is tuned to, he says, I want that again. Thank you. I said, okay, I'll make a note of it for you in Requiem. So now let's think about this. So I didn't get to, Cliffy died when I was like 40. I went to the hospital to say goodbye because they said it was terminal and it was going to be quick. And it was like he found out, and then all of a sudden within like a day, or maybe within a week, he was gone. And our birthday was August 3rd, was right over when he had gone in. I brought him a balloon and to say hello or goodbye, but I wasn't allowed in the room apparently, so I didn't go. But I believe I left the balloon there. I said for the nurse to please make sure that he got it, knew that it was for me. Let me think about this. Edward, though, Edward Jr., right, the ugly one, that played around with cigarette boats and my future, along with the rest of the family's future, like as if he was some king himself because of who I actually am, like an asshole. Playing like the king of Long Island to fuck up, lock up, and jam up all of my helpful people and misinform everybody along the way. So now he swooped in like the father that just died because of all their actions, Cliffy, and so he swooped in like big brother or big dad step-in figure for James and Nikki. Yeah, well, isn't that nice? You have all this money in the world, you have all the time in the world because you're a shitbag and draining all the rest of us. And now you're coming in like you're a fucking superhero. So, whatever. So I can't say if, it looks to me like James and Nikki are a 7 born and then looking for a +8. But again, I don't really know for sure. And these aren't things like I go around asking. But I can confirm the first two along with myself for Requiem because I gotta close up a whole lot of putting up your dukes and restoring everybody's good name since they fight over stuff, which I know is important to certain people, which I get, and that's why I have a number system and I don't go selling people's information, but I have to restore my record because I am the most important one in my genetic line. I'm the only Cataruzza, and I happen to be crowned a Gundar because I came out of a Gundar genetic heritage number 8 into the 9th dimension, unlike Edward Sr.'s son, Edward, who's not even a Gundar. He's a ugly genetic crowned Bonacore out of a 8, whatever, out of an 8, and that's it. So now, which I think is partially, right, yeah, we're not going in the other one, right? I heard North Morocco, but again, I'm not doing Bisiatica work. And people who don't even believe their own legends, it's like, oh my god, it is painful. At least Janine, she believes, she's, I think, Wiccan. I don't know what that means to her, but I know she's got a horse named Piggy, and I always know where I stand with her because she is always on the up and up of like standoffish, but I like you because you tell it like it is. Yeah, that's what I appreciate too. Let's think about it. Yeah, I think that's all for now. My Alexander, again, he is definitely born 7, looking for an 8, but just like Brian, New York, Long Island, there are no good-looking girls. Even my son Benjamin's like, he's like, he found one, but then she went off to college, so he's like, no, they're few and so far between, and then when they walk up and the way that they're brought up, it's just like, oh my god. It is like, how do you raise a good-looking kid in a cesspool bag of colostomy? And then where do you look for, like, having a family time? Because this is not a good look on anything.